Hey everybody, it's Moonbow here, and welcome back to Endless Scrap Mechanic. In today's video, we are going to be checking out a really cool piston house. That's right, guys, it is a house that is filled with a whole bunch of pistons that are used in a few different ways. We have all sorts of hidden furniture, a really cool garage there as well, and I'm going to mention that this is only part 1 of part 2 because I've only finished the bottom floor in the garage right now, so there's still a second floor. I mean, there could be a third floor potentially. We'll have a look at it. And so basically, guys, once the video is over and you guys have seen exactly what this really cool piston house has to offer, then I want you guys to leave comments down below with suggestions on what kind of piston rooms or piston mechanisms you would like to see in this house, and then I'll do a part 2 with your guys' suggestions, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So let's not waste any more time, guys. Let's get right into this really cool house. Alright, so I'm going to start off really quick here. We're just going to quickly do a little 360 kind of view of the house here so you can get an idea of what we're dealing with. So it's relatively large. Right now it's kind of like just a box. I do have some windows installed and all that as well. So you can see it's pretty cube-shaped right now, but I figured if we add another floor or something like that, we could probably make it a little more of a unique design, having things coming out and stuff. But, I mean, we'll see what the suggestions are from you guys. So we're going to start outside, though, right here with this Piston Garage, and then we're going to head inside and check out all of the really sneaky furniture. So you can see I have my simple car here, the Moonbow simple car loaded up to show you guys what this garage is like. So here we go. I'm going to show you guys what this thing does. We press the button, and there we go. Look at that, guys. It is like a rolling shutter garage door, as you can see. So it has a wheel on either side here like that, and those are used to make sure that the whole thing kind of goes seamlessly without getting all caught up. And over here on this backside, you can see that there's a couple pistons, and those pistons are basically just pushing it out. And if I bring up the connection tool, you can see that each panel here is on a bearing, so it just kind of zigzags back and forth. So it's kind of simple in design, but I think it's really cool. It definitely adds a nice touch of like detail to this whole house. So actually, let's open that up. Let's park the car inside the garage, shall we? Alright, back it in. I realized that you kind of need a bit of a smaller car inside this garage, that's for sure. Alright, there we go. And we can shut the garage door like so. Now, I did notice, of course, though, that there are gaps here, and you probably noticed that as well. And that's because I wanted the whole shutter system to go without getting all binded up. So if they're right next to each other, because they are blocks, they'll eventually just kind of start to go out and stick out. So I left some gaps, but even then, though, it's kind of like a cage, if anything, so I think it looks really cool no matter what. So that's the garage there. It's really neat. I hope you guys enjoy that. So this is the main house. So as you can see, it is using a modded block. This is the Shot wood mod. It's really cool. I used it a little bit inside this build, but one thing I will mention is the Shot furniture mod is the one that you'll be seeing a lot in this build here. So let's get right into this house. So it all starts off here, though, with like a front porch, as you can see, and right above me there is a sensor. So we can walk over that sensor, and we have ourselves a piston door right there, as you can see. Now, it will automatically shut, so we can just reactivate that sensor and walk right through, and you can see, there we go, the entire door shuts like that. So, we are now inside of the piston house. This is my favorite part. Whoops, I accidentally just opened the door. So as you can see, though, we're walking around in here, guys, and there is no furniture whatsoever. We don't even know what room. Okay, maybe there's the top of a fridge there that's sticking out. No forethought there. But you can see that these rooms are very barren, and there's not much to see. So, this is the exciting part of the build, and that is pressing the switches, guys, to activate each room. So we're going to start with this one, and then we'll go through the other 3. So right here, this is the entertainment room. So you can't see anything right now, but if I press that switch right there, you can see that the TV opens up, the floor opens up, and all the furniture rises up out of the floor. So I think that's a pretty cool concept for a house in Scrap Mechanic. So we can press it there like that, and you can see the reverse. The entire thing kind of closes down like so, and the TV is now shut. So it's pretty cool. Let's open it back up, though, because I added one more thing to the entertainment room, and that is like just some blinds here. So you can see that there is some sun coming in. We got the TV, though. You want to watch a movie. You don't want to get some glare on the screen. So you can press that button right there, and the blinds come down, and so now we don't have any more sunlight in here. So that's pretty neat. That there is the I guess the living room, the entertainment room. So over here we have another piston room with all sorts of hidden furniture. I think this one is my favorite one of them all though. So I guess let's press the switch here. All right, there we go. Look at that. The lights come down, the chairs come out individually. There's a lot going on actually, so we're gonna press this one a few times just so we can see each part individually. So right here you can see this is a really cool modded painting. So we can press that. So we'll look at this painting here. You can see that the painting goes up and the light turns off like that, and so now it's just a little blank wall. Now if we press it again, you can see the floor opens up, and then we have the chairs that come out in sequence, as well as the lights that drop down on top of the table and light up the whole table area. So that's pretty neat. We're gonna get a better idea of how all of this works as well, because we are gonna head into the basement pretty soon. And then of course over here, guys, there's just a couple little end tables here. Those just pop down and then the floor closes on top of those. And here you can see the floor is shutting on top of the table. And now the dining room has disappeared. So let's spawn that back in though. So we have the living room there, we have the dining room over here. I thought it was kind of neat to add each chair in at once. Alright, so moving on from the dining room, we are now going to check out, you know what, there's two left. I'm thinking I want to check out the kitchen first, because you guys can see the fridge kind of sticks out. Unfortunately, I couldn't go far down enough. I didn't realize that the fridge was going to be so tall, but let's see the fridge or the kitchen in action. There we go. All of the counters come up, and then even the lights, they come out of the ceiling. I'm not sure if you saw that, so let's do that one more time. You can see the lights go up like that into the next floor, and then they get covered up just like that as well, and all the counters are also covered up. So this one was actually really tricky to get working properly. So let's press it one more time here. You can see it comes up like that all the way around. There's your stove there as well. So this one was tricky though, like I was saying, because the floor to cover it up, it took a little bit of effort. So you can see when this goes down like that, the floor comes out and then pushes to the left. So the reason why I had to do that was because of this fridge. So not only does the fridge stick out, but it was also a bit of an issue with hiding the whole thing. So you can see it goes outward first just so that the fridge can finally be able to go up. So there we go, that is the kitchen. It's relatively simple, of course, but I think my favorite, though, is those lights. When those lights actually come down, you can actually see the lights beaming in. So let's get a look at that one more time. Ah, really nice. So there we go, yeah, that is the kitchen. And then over here, I don't know if you can guess what this is. This is actually like the study. So it's a place to read your books and relax. So let's see what this little secret room has to offer. Alright, the floor is opening up. Alright, there we go. Look at that. We've got bookshelves, a fireplace, a little coffee table, and there we go. We got two chairs. They rotate inward like that. So this is the study, like I was saying. We have a really neat fireplace right here. This is the spot that you would actually kind of, you know, sit down right here and read your books from the libraries. So let's get another look at that one. So you can see the plant goes down, the fireplace goes in and hides itself, all of the furniture goes down as well, and then you can see here that these will actually get covered up too. There it goes, just like that. And then these bookshelves, the tops of the bookshelves are actually just flush with the floor, so that kind of worked out in my favor, so I didn't really need to worry too much about that. So let's press that button one more time. There we go. I'm loving this, by the way, guys. I'm really enjoying this Piston House build. And I thought it was a really cool touch of detail here to add these chairs and then have them very slowly rotate inward towards the relaxing fireplace. Alright, so we saw the really cool entertainment living room right here. We also saw the dining room where you could eat your meals. We also have a very relaxing study to read your books in, and a kitchen to do all your cooking in. So the house is coming together pretty good. Before I go down into the basement and we check out all the pistons and the mezzanine floor with an extra set of pistons, I'm going to show you guys, this is the empty floor right now. So like I was saying, make sure you leave in the comments all sorts of suggestions for different rooms I could put in here. Maybe even specifically the mechanisms that I might use to maybe show a bed or or more TVs, and like I said, we can add some more floors if it comes down to it, because I am really digging this build. So let's go and check out the basement though. So we can actually just open this door right here, and you can see that this is actually another way into the garage here as well. So from in here we can press that button and you can see the garage door in action from the inside. So pretty neat, like I said. I really dig this garage. Alright, so here we go. This is the basement. So obviously we just extended everything on the top. Everything is deployed, so you can see that this is what it looks like underneath. So most things have their own piston, as you can see though. The mechanisms to slide the floors, all of the mechanisms as well to lift all of the furniture up. It took a little bit of trial and error on this one. So just to kind of break one of them down really quickly, you can see this is the dining room. This is the one I think that has the most pistons involved. So here you can see this is all the pistons used for the chairs, as well as the 2 pistons for the tables in the middle. And then over here, this is the piston that is used to cover everything up. And you know what? I can actually set up a switch right here. So normally that switch is connected right here, but let's do this here. We'll disconnect that one and we'll pop that right there. So you can see now it's all reversing itself. So the chairs are slowly sliding in, and there's the cover for the floor. So let's get that action in the actual sequence. So the table, and then each chair goes up individually like so. And I believe, yeah, so, but this one here, this one had so many pistons that I had to put a second controller for the end tables here. And I think, yeah, there's a separate controller for the painting that is upstairs too. So definitely really neat. And that's pretty much what I did for all of them. There's a set of pistons used to cover the floor up, and then there's also a set of pistons to raise the furniture. So there you have it, guys. It is the really cool Piston House. Now, before I go, let's quickly shut this whole place down again. There we go. Get that living room put away. There we go. Get the dining room all settled up as well. There goes the table and the floor shuts. Alright, come over here to the kitchen. We can put the entire countertops away as well, just like that. And the lovely study, we can of course put everything away right here as well. So there we go. All sorts of pistons working in unison. It's a beautiful thing, guys. This piston house is certainly a lot of fun. So now let's go on over this way and hop into our wonderful little moonbow car here. And I guess we're only gonna really be able to drive to the end of the driveway right now, but that's okay. So there you go, guys, though. It is the Piston House. Thank you so much for tuning in to Endless Scrap Mechanic. And now if you did enjoy the build, or if you enjoyed the video, then be sure to hit that like button. It'll let me know that you are certainly ready for more of this Endless Scrap Mechanic. And if you are really ready for Endless Scrap Mechanic, then of course make sure you hit that subscribe button, and you will be notified of all the latest Scrap Mechanic builds that are coming from me. So of course, guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. So bye for now.